Down to sturgeon spearing season is on.
Pauline Lee joins us live on Lake Winnebago this morning. Hi, Pauline.
Hey, good morning, Rachel and Pete. Good morning, everyone. We are here at the Calumet County Park boat landing. I'm getting a first-hand lesson in sturgeon spearing since I've never gone spearing before from the Schumacher family. They live right here in town. So Don, and I've got Glenn over here. Don, what are you holding there?
I'm holding a 5-tine flying barb spear that the family makes for our steering season.
Spearing. Yeah, so how does it work?
Okay, there's a handle, the rope fits on in the handle, holds the spear in place, and when you see the fish, you throw it in. This is the flying barb. What happens is the barbs collapse in, goes into the fish, and then when you pull up, these will open up and the fish will not get away.
Okay.
And then when you start pulling up, the handle will attract off the spearhead, will come off the handle, and then the fish will swim around and then you pull it up. And then after you get it up to the hole, you take the gaff hook, you grab the fish, you pull them out, right on and right out the door, just in case the fish don't go back in and get away.
Right.
Okay.
So it's pretty simple.
Got a system to it. So now we've been talking a little bit about your family tradition. Glenn, when did your family actually start spearing?
Well, my dad started back in the 30s when he was probably in his early 20s. Back then the equipment was much different. There were not near as many people on the lake. I remember when we used to go out with them when I was probably 5, 6, 7 years old. There were probably only like 8 or 10 shanties in the whole group. Nothing like it is today, where there's big communities out there. And we would go out there, had an old chicken coop coal stove that we would use to heat the shanties. They weren't insulated like they are today, and took a long time for them to warm up, but eventually you got there, and it was just a fun experience growing up for sure.
So your family, how many shanties and how many people will you have out here this weekend?
I think in all we'll have about 20 shanties, and with all the kids and grandkids and great-grandkids, there are probably about 35, 40 people altogether fishing. So.
Wow. Okay, so we have a lot more to talk about with the Schumachers. They were actually telling me when their dad started spearing, they had to have horses pull the ice shanties out to the lake.
Wow.
So we are going to chat with them a little bit later, and we also have to talk about this hanging
I was just going to say,
thing
what
over
is up
here.
with that? Yeah.
They make their own decoys. So we're gonna take a look at some, maybe touch on some of their strategies. They say
Okay.
it's secretive,
Very
so
cool.
I wondered what the
We'll see.
jack-o'-lantern was all about. All
There
right,
we go,
Pauline.
yeah.
We'll see you then.